Okay, so let's continue on this process of solving equations through elimination. So in the previous slide, I showed you a quick way to determine what to do. When you go to choose your variable, are you going to add the equations together or are you going to subtract the equations? So let's look at this first example here. I've got 3f plus 2g is equal to minus 12, and I have f minus g is equal to 1. Now, there's a slight problem with this. We don't have the same digits in both equations. So if I was to look at the g's here, I've got a plus 2g and I've got a minus 1g. So sometimes if you don't have the same digit in the equations for the variables that you want to eliminate, you're going to have to do a wee bit of multiplication. So decide which variables do you want to eliminate. Again, I always just tend to go for the middle variable. It seems to be the easiest way. So we're looking at the g's. I've got a 2 on the top and a minus 1 on the bottom. So if I'm dealing with 2, all I want to do is think of what's the lowest common multiple of 2 and 1. Well, the lowest common multiple of 2 and 1 has to be 2. So we've already got a 2 on the top, so I would multiply the bottom equation by 2. Remember, if I'm multiplying the equation, I have to multiply every single variable. Okay, so let's have a look at this then. So if I've got 3f plus 2g is equal to minus 12 and f minus g is equal to 1, if I was to multiply the bottom equation by 2, if I was to write out the full system again, first of all, that gives me 3f plus 2g is equal to minus 12, and multiplying all of the variables by 2 on the second equation, I get 2f minus 2g is equal to 2. Now I can apply the same logic that I learned here in this diagram. Okay, I want to eliminate the g's. Well, I've got a plus and minus, so I've got a different sign. So the signs are different. So if the signs are different, then I'm going to add. Okay, so I'm going to add these two equations together. So 3f plus 2f gives me 5f. 2 plus minus 2, that cancels out. Minus 12 plus 2 gives me minus 10. So when 5f is equal to minus 10, f has to be minus 2. So when f is equal to minus 2, substitute into any equation. It doesn't matter which one you use. I'm thinking I might actually just go for the bottom equation here because it doesn't involve any big multiplication. So into the bottom equation, so into f minus g is equal to 1, it's going to be minus 2 minus g is equal to 1. So minus g is equal to 1 plus 2, which is 3. So g has to be minus 3. So therefore, f is equal to minus 2, g is equal to minus 3. Okay. The next example, I have 8x plus 5y is equal to 39, and 2x plus 3y is equal to 15. Right, so same idea here. I want to take a look at the variables in the middle. I've got 5 and 3, so I'm thinking, what is the lowest common multiple of 5 and 3? Well, that has to be 15. So to get 15 on the top equation and the bottom equation for y, I'm going to multiply the top equation here by 3 and multiply the bottom equation by 5. Remember, I have to do the same to every single variable. So always write out your full system again. So 3 times 8x would give me 24x plus 15y is equal to 3 times 39. You can't do it, go to the side, do a wee sum. My brain's like mush today, so I'll just do a wee sum here. 3 9s are 27, carry 2, 3 3s are 9, plus 2 gives you 11, is equal to 117. Multiply the bottom equation by 5, so we get 10x plus 15y is equal to 5 15s, gives us 75. So then we've got same sign. So remember, same sign, subtract. So I'm going to subtract the equations. So 24x, take away 10x gives me 14x. 15y, take away 15y, cancels out. Then I'm going to have 117 take away 25. Sorry, 117 take away 75, which is going to give me, I'm honestly not using a calculator for this because I really should know that. I'm just taking my time to write it. So 14x is equal to 42. So x has to be 3. So when x is 3, substitute into any equation. I'll just use the top one this time. So when x is 3, we have, it's going into 8x plus 5y equals 39. So it's going to be 8 times 3 plus 5y equals 39. So that would be 24 plus 5y equals 39. So 5y has to be 39 take away 24, which is 15. So y has to be 3. So therefore, the final answer, you must communicate this. Therefore, x has to be 3, y has to be 3. Okay. Let's look at example 5c. So we've got 2a plus 5b is equal to 3, and we have 3a minus 4b is equal to 16. Right, so again, I just tend to stick to the middle variables. I'm thinking of 5 and 4. The lowest common multiple of 5 and 4 is 20. So I will multiply the top equation by 4. Don't know why that's not writing properly. Sorry about this. Move this down a bit. So I'll multiply the top equation by 4 and the bottom equation by 5. Okay, so let's do that. Remember, write out your full system again. So it gives me 8a plus 20b is equal to 12. And multiply the bottom variables by 5. So I get 15a minus 20b is equal to 5 times 16, which is 80. So I've got different signs. When we have different signs, we're going to add. So add the equations together. So it's going to be 8 plus 15 gives me 23. So it's 23a is equal to 12 plus 80 gives me 92. So it's going to be a is equal to 92 divided by 23. So a has to be 4. So when a is equal to 4, again, into any equation, let's just use the top one again. So it's going to be, we'll use 2a plus 5b equals 3. Put 4 in, so it's going to be 2 times 4 plus 5b equals 3. So 8 plus 5b is equal to 3. So 5b is equal to minus 5, so b has to be minus 1. So therefore, a is equal to 4, b is equal to minus 1. Okay. Again, let's look at the next example. So we've got 2x plus 5y is minus 9, and we have 5x minus 3y is equal to 24. So let's multiply the top equation by, well, I'm thinking 5 and 3, lowest common multiple 5 and 3 has to be 15. So let's multiply the top equation by 3 and multiply the bottom equation by 5. So do that, write out your full system again. So we get 6x plus 15y is equal to minus 27. 25x minus 15y is equal to 24 times 5, which is 120. So different signs again, so let's just add them up. One great big sum. 6 plus 25 is going to give me 31, so it's 31x. 15y minus 15y cancel out. Minus 27 plus 120 is going to give me 93. So 31x equals 93, so x has to be 3. So when x equals 3 into any equation, let's use the bottom one for fun this time. So we'll use 5x minus 3y equals 24. So it's going to be 5 times 3 minus 3y equals 24. So 15 minus 3y equals 24. So minus 3y is going to be 24, take away 15, which is 9. So y has to be minus 3. So therefore, x is equal to 3, y is equal to negative 3. Now, if we were in class, I would be getting you to do these yourself, and we would do it as part of our own work. So unfortunately, this is quite a long video for all these examples. My apologies. So we just need to knuckle through it. Last two examples. Example E and example F, slightly different here because these need a little bit of rearranging. So when we use the elimination method, what we tend to do is make it letter plus or minus letter equals number. We don't have that here. So let's look at example E. Let's rearrange it so that we can say 8x, or we'll keep the first one the same, 8x plus 3y equals 2. And this bit here will give me 5x plus 2y is equal to 1. Okay, so we'll then do the same thing. Think of the middle variables, 3 and 2, lowest common multiple of that is going to be 6, so I'll multiply the top by 2 and the bottom by 3. So write out your full system again. So it's going to be 8 2s are 16, so it'll be 16x plus 6y is equal to 4. Multiply by 3, so I get 15x plus 6y is equal to 3. You'll notice that we have the same sign, so it's same sign subtract. So we're going to subtract our equations this time. So it's 16x take away 15x is going to just give me 1x. 4 take away 3 is 1. So when x is 1, substitute into any equation. Let's just use the top one. So we'll use 8x plus 3y is equal to 2. So it's going to be 8 times 1 plus 3y equals 2. So 8 plus 3y is equal to 2. So 3y is equal to 2 take away 8, which is minus 6. So y has to be minus 2. So therefore, final answer, x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 2. Last example. Again, let's rearrange. So that's going to give me 4x plus 3y equals minus 8, and 3x minus 5y equals 23. So middle variable, we've got 3 and 5, so that would be 15. So multiply the top by 5, multiply the bottom by 3. So that's going to give me 20x plus 15y is equal to minus 40. Then it's going to be 9x minus 15y is equal to 69. Different signs, so we're going to add the equations together. So we get 29x, 15y plus minus 15y, they cancel out and give us 0. So then it's going to be 69, take away 40, which is 29. So that gives me x is equal to 1. So when x is equal to 1 into any equation, let's use the bottom one this time. So it's going to be 3x minus 5y equals 23. So it'll be 3 times 1 minus 5y equals 23. So that would give me 3 minus 5y is 23. So it's minus 5y is equal to 23, take away 3, which is 20. So y has to be minus 4. So therefore, last line, x is equal to 1, y is equal to minus 4. And that is simultaneous equations. That's how easy that is.